We're recording and go.
So let me tell you what happened with me when I met Kerryon Johnson. I'm on the sidelines doing my job. My focus is to bring you, the viewer, right down on the sidelines to feel the intensity of what's happening. I don't even remember what down it was, but throw a pass, it goes to Kerryon Johnson. Kerryon catches the ball, runs out of bounds. He's running and he sees camera 11, which is the sideline camera. He doesn't want to hit the cameraman, obviously, so he jinxes to his right, camera left, hits me, because I had no place to escape to. Always I have an escape. This time I was between the cameraman and his cable puller. No place to go, you're going to get the hit. So I went down, but Kerryon's a nice guy. He picked me up, we continued on.
Tell me about the nature of your job.
Okay, so what exactly does a parabolic microphone operator do on the sidelines? A parabolic looks like a giant salad bowl. You've seen them before. They're hyper-focused microphones. Basically, there's a 30-inch cone of sound 30 yards out. And my job is to, starting at the break of the huddle, you get the clap, and then I get the noise that goes on, and I try to be where the ball is to give you the impact. Hear the players catch the ball, hear what goes on, put you in the play. And that's what I do. And I go up and down the sidelines, usually in kind of an illegal zone. Not really, but start over. So I go up and down the sidelines in what we call the neutral zone. There's a white line on the sidelines, that's the boundary line, and then there's a dotted yellow line 3 feet behind it. You're supposed to stand behind the dotted yellow line. Well, if you're good, you never do. What you do is you run in the neutral zone between the white and the yellow, and then you back your ass into to the place you need to be, because the camera people on the sidelines, who all have to kneel, unfortunately, they will let you in when all of a sudden you're coming at them. And I just catch the plays. I get whatever happens. I have a sub-mixer who mixes the audio from my microphone as well as 3 others that are around the field. There's 4 parabolic microphones. And we're running up and down the sidelines in a choreography, which I helped to develop actually in San Francisco in the late 80s. But our sub-mixer can talk to us in our ear, and we can hear program in our ear. And the sub-mixer will tell us sometimes, down 5 yards, up 5 yards. Well, I don't need somebody to tell me what to do. After 31 seasons, I got it down pretty good. And I'm kind of predicting where I think the ball will be. I know the game. I know, for example, on 4th down, they're going to kick the ball. I got to move back to catch the kick. You don't have to tell me. I just move, because I've been there, I've done that, and I'm trying to get sound. I'm trying to be ahead of the ball so I can get the sound by predicting where it's going to be. Sometimes you're there, sometimes you're not. Mostly I am.
And how did you get into this kind of work? Did you set out to do this?
Okay, I did not set out to do this job. When I started, I was just going to be a regular utility, coming up and doing whatever they needed to make the game go. Now I have a background in audio. I'm an audio mixer in another life. So I kind of gravitated towards audio and helped them out. And as we were learning things, a guy named Bob Siderman, Spider we all called him, he was the first guy to mix a game in Dolby. He was the first guy to mix a game in stereo. He basically invented dynamic sound in football on the sidelines, because he went over and said, why can't we try this or that? And he was able to talk the NFL into doing it. We created the parabolic microphone position, and we created choreography so that the mics would always be available to the mixer as an option. So on any one play in the NFL, there's usually 2, sometimes 3 parabolic microphones that are constantly moving, a very dynamic element. And then there's the planted microphones, like on the goalpost, there's a microphone, and there's some microphones on the cameras. But we are the dynamic element of audio capture that moves around. And parabolic operator, I started doing that in 1989, and I've been doing it ever since.
Very cool. So let's move